But I
Right
do
then.
think that there's a Reema Lagoo in all of us. You all just need to find it.
Typical male thing. I now understand the female problem because it's happened to me.
Yeah.
We
Good, single mom.
Pummy. वैसे तो
Yeah.
मेरा नाम
Single mom.
पविंदर प्रकाश है, but you can call me
Yeah,
Pummy.
there we go.
Can-
Never thought I would say the word Anupam Kher, Om Jai Jagdish, Madonna
Madonna
Hall.
Hall. So like Dil Dhadakne Do, for example. She's like
Zoya moms.
Zoya
Zoya
moms.
moms.
You want Ratna Patak as your mom. And
As
you want
dad and Ashok Saraf as mom. Same. Ratna
So
Patak
there we
Shah
go.
mom.
Any
Mummy.
shrinks watching here right now, both the boys went.
Mummy.
Ratna Patak
Ratna,
Shah
I was
moms.
just good. I was waiting for my turn.
What?
Rekha would have chemistry with anybody.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah,
Rekha,
like Jadoo
Rekha is
like-
chemistry.
yeah.
Like she's chemistry manifest.
माँ मैं सोचता हूँ
Exactly.
अंजलि तुम कितनी बड़ी हो गई होगी अंजलि अंजलि you big girl Welcome to another episode of Popcorn. I'm Shantanu.
I'm Akanksha.
And we have with us a very, very special guest today. We have Rohan Joshi. Rohan
my
Joshi
God.
in the house, everyone. Rohan Joshi,
Yes.
the writer, the comic, the showrunner, the creator.
Oh my
the actor in Bar Bar Dekho and my former boss.
Yes,
Rohan
yes to
Joshi
all
is-
things.
Of all things,
Yes
the
to
greatest
all of those.
accomplishment of his.
100%.
Being my former
100%.
bosses, yeah.
Being your former boss is my greatest
This is a very
accomplishment.
Kapil Sharma type joke that you have cracked.
Yeah,
right
correct.
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So before you call me out on how dated my humor is, maybe you want to tell them what we are
Populist humor.
discussing.
Okay. Today we're going to discuss representation of motherhood in Bollywood.
You know,
okay, we'll cover the
and thank you so
spectrum.
much for having me here.
I feel
You know,
like
I
you're
feel
the
like who
right
better?
person.
Who better to discuss motherhood?
Then single man.
Correct, exactly.
into your- tap
43-year-old
into it.
single man
Tap
who has
into
rejected
it.
motherhood.
Contributing to motherhood also.
But I
Right
do
there.
think that there's a Reema Lagoo in all of us. You all just need to find it. So spend some time in the beginning of this
Inner
podcast.
child and all and you, but
No,
inner
no,
Reema
there's a
Lagoo
Reema
had a hard
Lagoo
one.
feeling you are from. Yeah,
Okay,
there is
got
a
it.
Reema
There's
Lagoo
there's
inside
basically
you.
someone inside us that wants to be maternal and play Antakshari all the time.
Yes,
Got
Yes.
it.
yes.
Understood.
And flirt with your,
Alok Nath.
what is it?
That was a weird one, right?
Thank
I'm
you,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like everybody
Finish
missed
the
it when
thought,
I saw
finish
it.
the thought.
The thought here is that listen, I watched Hum Aapke Hai Kaun, and there was definitely a vibe between them, right?
Yes.
But it was well established. Anupam Kher says
Correct.
that they got
But-
along and they were friends in college
But
and they
that's
liked
the
each
thing.
other.
It was very like, oh, okay.
They didn't need a song for it. I feel
Yeah.
like acknowledge it like a joke that
Okay,
we
guys.
were all into each other.
Like with the greatest of respect, those two characters, there was little like mental undressing that happened there of
fully,
each other.
dude, fully,
For
fully,
sure.
fully,
In this
fully.
generation of
Sangeet
Raya,
sets. Yeah.
I
Yes.
feel people in traditional families had far lesser avenues to actually do a little bit of healthy banter. I feel like Reema Lagoo wasn't on Raya,
Sure,
neither
this was
was.
socially acceptable
Yeah.
flirtation.
Also,
Of
I
course,
feel
we
like
get
theirs was
that.
more of
We
an
didn't need
Ashley
to watch
Madison
it.
thing than
This
a
is
Raya thing that was
Ashley
going on there.
little
okay?
Ashley
That's a
Madison.
little what was going on
Ashley
there.
Madison
like
is
I
back.
feel like if you showed up to get your daughter married to the son, and then you guys are having a bit of a vibe.
You've made it about yourself, firstly. Let's
Correct.
just take
First of
offense
all,
at that.
yeah,
When the fuck did this
100%.
become about you?
Yeah,
And the
exactly.
second thing is, little bit do it in the room. Don't do it from everybody in a way
exactly.
that makes
Room is much worse.
No, one second.
No,
one
why?
second.
Why?
One
Act if
second.
you
Why?
want. I don't have
Act if you want. You're
objection.
adult. You're
Yeah.
consenting.
You're
Also,
saying-
from what we can tell, that Mahal was huge. Get
no.
one of the many rooms, okay? There
Terrible.
was. Listen,
The
get one
problem
of
in that
I
house
will
is...
not see Rajshri get shamed
No.
on this podcast.
You know what? I will.
We take the
Worst.
pick. But the problem with that house is every room has pictures of the people living in that house like blown up.
I
So
think
don't know if you
what we
want to
missed in
bang
that
there.
movie is that they all had memory issues, and so they needed to know where they went at night. They're like, oh, okay, I guess this is my room. Oh no,
Correct.
giant Monish Bell portrait, not my room.
In fact, that's when they're doing the moving from one room to the other also.
That's hum saath saath hai, but how?
Oh yeah,
As
that,
a Rajshri man,
Yeah.
you should know
As an-
that.
Yeah,
I'm a
exactly.
hardcore
They're all blending into
Rajshri
each
man.
other.
Yeah.
They're all blending into each
They're
other.
like, ye bhaiya ka room hai, and then he takes his room off and he goes into the other.
Poster
Correct.
of
But we will
Monish Bell.
discuss.
We will discuss all of these
that.
great
We will
things.
discuss
Yes.
Mamta.
Yeah,
Her name is
Mamta.
literally Mamta. We will
Mamta.
discuss her in the
Yeah.
section
Yeah.
where we discuss
Yeah.
motherhood.
Subtext
But I have
sometimes
tried.
is text.
I have tried a little bit
Read
of
above the
structure in
lines.
this, okay?
Okay, you tried
And
to
Rohan
structure
can,
it.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, Rohan
okay,
can be better at the structure, but I've
Cool,
tried
cool,
here.
cool. As
I
an
feel like we
ADD
should
person, I
start-
respect your efforts.
We should start with the first representation of motherhood in India, right? Which was
Right. Mother India,
Mother
at least
India.
in terms of
Mother India.
memory,
Yeah,
I
famous
think-
Just
mother
a symbol of
on
something
screen.
greater than motherhood. So like nation building.
Yeah,
or
of
like
course, of
Amar
course.
Akbar Anthony, right? Like
Correct.
uniting different communities. There was that
100%,
idea.
yes,
You
yes.
guys watch those movies when you're adults or like when you're little kids?
Only when I was younger. I have not
teen.
rewatched
Oh,
Mother
you haven't
India
seen.
as an adult. I have not
But you
gone
saw
back and
Vastav,
rewatched
right?
it. Of course I saw. I mean,
Modern day-
you know,
modern day
modern day
interpretation.
Mother
Vastav
India,
is the same.
100%.
Not modern day anymore, I guess. But this in
At
that
its
version
time,
of charades.
Correct. At its time. Correct. At its time.
At its time,
At
modern
its
day.
time.
Yeah.
It was amazing. But no, I mean, yeah, I feel like at least in that, you're doing a very obvious large metaphor, right? Where you're like, this is representation of what you want India to be.
Yeah.
And you have this idea of one son representing the qualities that you want to not see in the country, and one son representing the qualities that you do want.
Yeah.
And, you know, Mother India makes the tough choice sort of at the end. But
And the radical one is more loyal.
yes,
There's
yes.
a little bit of that.
Correct.
The
She loves him
calculative,
more also,
the
Exactly, yeah.
calculative,
Yeah.
the centrist is the
Correct.
calculative one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the loyal one is the radical one.
Yeah.
Na, main goli maar dunga, but maa ke kangan and
Correct.
all that energy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which
Exactly.
is good
So it's
right wing.
complicated.
Yeah, if you love your mother India, you
Yes.
will be out on the streets shooting the lala,
100%.
not writing an article.
But to be fair, that was a real concern, right? Back then, in the sense that one sec, there was more bluntly, there was more class consciousness then than there is now in some way. Where the idea is that like there's the zamindars
Yeah.
and there's the landless
It's more
laborers,
blatant and
and that
explicit,
his
yeah.
sort of in a way this thing comes from
Class
a very
inequity.
real aggravation, not expressed necessarily in the correct way, but it comes from a slightly real form of aggravation, right? Like
Sure.
sure,
But Manjula, it's still there. It's not
100%.
nothing has changed. Far maybe
It's
worse
a little
in some
more,
ways.
maybe it's a lot more like tiered now. At that time, you could create these very like hyper ideal state categories. Now it's a little bit more tiered. Now, like middle class itself is such a complicated category. Like those things happen. At that time, you could do very
It was
easy
just very
segregation of
serfdom.
like, yeah,
Huh,
exactly.
But also like, I mean, and again, this is straying away from the topic that we want to get to.
It's our
But the
specialty.
reason, the way I'm talking about the class consciousness thing is in the sense that if you watch most modern Bollywood movies, they feel like they happen in this weird sort of vacuum
Yeah.
where you can't tell where this person's house is. You
Yeah.
can't tell what their economic strata
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
The names are free of any kind of caste, caste,
Yeah.
whatever, etc.
Yeah.
There's no rooting to
Yeah.
anything.
Raj
you're not-
Aryan.
Yeah,
Actually-
what, yeah.
Raj Aryan.
Raj Aryan, just Raj Aryan in this off-white, big, multi-pillared place
Yeah.
that is lit evenly from all sides
It's
with no
so
shadows.
disturbing. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so disturbing.
Right?
Correct.
But yes, so yeah,
But
Mother
yeah,
India
motherhood.
was...
So Mother India, that's the beginning of like let's represent motherhood as this martyr, larger than life symbol. Whatever.
And then I think that leads to a bit of a problem because I think then what happens is, and this is not something that specifically only Bollywood does, but something that Bollywood has done a lot is, which is where you just turn mothers into these monoliths for big ideas.
Correct.
Right? Essentially like Bollywood's version of the, like, you know what they talk about, how Hollywood has the magical black man
Right.
problem,
Right,
right? Like
right.
mothers essentially just become that. You
Yeah.
just become, it's got to be loyalty
Yeah.
or martyrdom or grief and hope. Like there's no concept of them as a person.
There's no inner
They
life.
just,
Nah.
no,
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just stand for these big, clunky,
And they're
either
just mothers.
metaphors, or they're just mothers.
Yeah, they're
they
just mothers.
exist only
Yeah.
when observed through by their child or by their husband.
Yeah.
The second that disappears, the character only like vanishes.
80s,
In
right?
any way.
Manmohan
Yeah.
Desai mother was vidva or
Yeah,
blind.
that's
or
it.
There was some
And all of them,
visuals.
right? You can
Yeah.
go to whether it's Nirupa Roy or
Yeah.
whether it's Rakhi. It sort of
Yeah.
carried on into that Rakhi and Karan Arjun.
Wahida Rahman. It kept
Yeah,
going
it
all
just
the
kept
way.
moving, right?
The men remained.
Yeah.
The women kept becoming the
Yeah,
mothers.
exactly.
From husbands to sons, the men.
100%. Like, yeah, they didn't age. They didn't age.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the mothers just became
Aging like milk.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
the
then,
men.
and then I think like maybe the second wave of it was like this Rajshri era, which was more like Reema Lagoo.
Yeah.
The binding, unifying
Yeah,
factor
that's
in
it.
the house.
There is a
Huh.
growth there.
I agree. It's more internal than external.
When you say growth like a cancer.
Yeah. Like this unexplained lump. that
Yeah,
I have,
exactly.
This benign lump
Yes.
I have.
No,
Yes.
but it is less. It is less. It's a lot less worse
The
because like
flawed
Mother India and
character in
all,
Hum Saath Saath Hai is the mother.
but she's a stepmom.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Biological
thing, right?
mother
Again,
can't be
there's
wrong.
just this idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
this
she is
idea that the
accepted and-
stepmom has to be evil.
Yeah, and her name is Mamta.
But
It's
she-
like on the nose.
she is the stepmother.
She's stepmom.
But at least
And
she
again,
has to
that
do the
we
heavy
can trace
lifting.
back mythologically, right? Where this idea
Kaikai
of,
and all
like, you
that.
go back,
Yeah.
exactly,
Kaikai.
to our sort of myths. And you go back to this idea of the insecure stepmother who then has to do these sort of
Evil
evil
planning.
machinations
Yeah.
just to
Cuckold.
sort of
Yeah.
The cuckolded. She's
To-
cuckolded. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
And we just never on some level, I don't think for a long time we evolved. I think it
Can you all
changed.
think of a good stepmother representation?
I don't think until they did literally the stepmom remake.
We are family.
Essentially, huh?
We are family.
Yeah, it was We Are Family,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
yeah.
So literally until they did the stepmom remake, we didn't really get.
They were always villainized.
They were,
Yeah.
In fact, I
Yeah.
think the first time, and I could be wrong. I'm sorry, am I jumping all over the place? Do
Say
you want
na,
to talk
say.
more about this? No, we can talk more
Okay.
about
Then
sort
okay.
of this trope. Go on.
Ideally, what would you like for us to talk
Yeah,
about?
ideally,
what
as the
you-
most structured person here
in the room.
What would
Like,
you,
tell us
as the
points
adult in
versus
this room,
8
what would
points.
you like us to talk
Yeah.
about?
No, I was just going chronologically and what it meant for women at that time, which of course you all are
What?
experts
No,
on.
but also, yeah, of course, 100%.
Women in the 70s.
How did it define
Majan.
motherhood at the time? Like, for example, if we compare what our mothers grew up on as
Sure.
representations of mother,
Yeah.
they definitely were like more repressed than mothers
100%.
today, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
That's hopefully the progression we've
100%.
made.
And again,
Yeah.
also just largely seen from the perspective of existing solely through the lens of their motherhood as
Correct.
opposed to being people.
Yeah,
Humans.
yeah.
Right?
In
Or
fact, even
humans
like
with
the couple
dimensions.
relationship dissolves because they become mothers. Like in Hum
100%.
Saath Saath Hain and all that.
100%.
Yeah.
And then
They're
there's
like Raju ki mummy. Like they
Yeah,
don't have
yeah,
names
yeah.
anymore.
And then
Yeah.
you can't see your own partner as like a sort of romantic or
But Radhika
sexual or
ke daddy
anything this
also.
thing.
Radhika
It's
ke
Radhika
daddy.
ke
Of course,
daddy.
she to can't take his name, na? That's
Radhika
not
ke
allowed.
Yeah,
daddy.
exactly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because that's what it's not an equal relationship
It's not allowed.
between people anymore. It's just a
never-
relationship between two parental units who
Yeah.
are now just
People
navigating
sees
their parental
husband, wife
roles,
go away
right?
and it's then
That's
parent.
interesting.
Yeah.
And then this sort of idea of the father handling everything outside the house, which means for any moral rot or decay in your children, it's your fault. Like in this as mother, right? Where it's like,
Yeah,
what are
yeah.
you doing sitting at home?
Yeah.
Like, you're not taking care of the kids. You're not doing this. I'm out at the office all day working.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like,
Iconic moms,
Yeah.
then YRF moms, like Farida Jalal, for instance.
Yeah.
If you look at DDLJ.
DDLJ class.
actually one of the better representations
good.
of motherhood.
Too good.
For
Farida
me.
Jalal?
Yes.
Too good.
For me, I'll tell you why. In
Says
DDLJ.
run away.
Huh?
She says run away.
Not just says run away, all right? Once you take the sort of cultural context of that sort of film, the
Yeah.
idea is the larger thing we can extrapolate from that. Obviously, the gentle version of that was that they just sort of beat him up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's this thing where, as LSD taught us, where essentially an honor killing would have happened, right? For that running
Yeah,
away.
yeah, of
Yeah, yeah,
course.
yeah.
So when Farida Jalal is saying run away, even in that thing, what she's actually doing is she's taking a certain danger upon herself,
100%.
which is that if they had followed through,
Isko pata tha.
the consequences for her, because they've taken her jewelry, they've done all of those things. Like, so if you want to extrapolate something dark from that, the consequences for her
Yeah.
are pretty dark
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the larger this thing of it. Plus, there's in some way, while she has built a life with, Babuji or whatever,
Babu.
there's a rejection of her own, I'm guessing, courtship or the way she was probably
Probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
like, married to him, etc.
Yeah.
There's a rejection of that. There's a
Yeah.
breaking of that cycle also very consciously happening.
She says that also, na?
Yeah.
Like, what happened to me won't happen to my daughter.
Exactly.
But which gets rejected by her to-be son-in-law, who's
Correct.
like, hey, this is what you want me to do. But hey,
Correct.
guess what?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want your husband's blessings. I'll
Which he
take
can do,
those.
he
Like,
can do, he can do.
Which again is just a very male this thing of being like, I'm very glad I have your approval.
But
but
hey,
actually, I need his
Main-
approval.
Excuse me,
Tuja.
can you get male parent?
Yeah.
Male parent
Yeah,
is,
exactly. Like your approval.
yeah,
doesn't mean
invert
anything
the
to me.
file, send
you
it
know,
to-
he is the one who can sell me beer after all.
Also, he's the one who gave me dowry and all. Na? What
Ha,
you give?
correct.
We
Hey,
all
you
have
let your
to-
daughters dance at home before he comes back from
Exactly.
his convenience. Your greengrocer
Exactly.
husband is back.
Yeah.
So,
You're a bad
Doesn't
mother.
the same thing happen in Veer Zara also, where Kiran Kher goes to meet Shah Rukh Khan and she's like, you should run away with Preeti Zinta or something like that. It's a very similar DDLJ type thing. Or maybe not, I'm fully wrong about this. You're like,
Kiran
so
Kher is
lost.
a very good name.
Kiran Kher
Kiran
is a
Kher
good
is a
name.
very good name.
I love
like
Kiran
for a
Kher.
mother, just as
Yeah.
a name in
I love-
general.
I
But doing
want-
Just like a
YRF moms,
syllable.
na? Do
Every,
YRF moms.
YRF moms, has she played another YRF? What is another YRF
Let's
mom?
club.
Dostana.
The Dharma YRF same thing.
Dostana YRF mom.
Dostana is YRF mom.
Yeah.
Dostana is YRF.
Dostana is
Hum
Dharma
Tum.
mom, but
Dharma.
Hum Tum is YRF mom.
Hum Tum is
Hum Tum
YRF
so
mom.
good.
हाँ,
Single
Pammi,
mom.
वैसे तो
Yeah.
मेरा
Single
नाम
mom.
Paminder Prakash है, but you can
Yeah.
call me
Yeah,
Pammi.
there we go.
Kank also,
Right.
she's a single
Cool
mom.
mom, cool
Kabhi
single
Alvida Na
mom
Kehna. She's
Single
cool single
mom.
mom.
from Chandigarh.
Yeah.
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 So Kiran Kher has been a single mom then in
Yeah.
multiple
Yeah. Yeah.
movies.
Yes,
Yeah.
she has.
Oh, interesting.
You all liked her arc in Dostana? Enduring.
Endearing, but also very obviously, and I mean, just because that movie was played for broad comedy and not nuance so much,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's obviously like, she's a massive representation of gay panic, right?
Correct.
You know, that's all she is, right? Her
Yeah.
whole this thing is just nahi.
Nahi,
like,
hi,
like
and all.
Madha Ladla Bigad Gaya is literally the song, okay?
Yeah.
Which essentially frames her worldview sort of in it.
Yeah.
So it was cute, but I don't think it helped the cause in any way. With the greatest of respect to Kiran Kher, I don't think it.
But she accepts them later.
She accepts them
Which is
later,
sweet.
100%, which is
Yeah.
sweet and
Yeah.
which I think is also for that time quite a massive
I agree.
turning point,
Yeah.
right? Just the
Yeah.
fact that you have a character who
She
goes
does puja and all, and then she's
correct,
like,
right? Where essentially
full of
coming to
hello.
us, full of hello, correct, etc.
Hmm.
Which in its own way is kind of sweet and accepting, and I think quite a massive step
Quite radical,
forward.
honestly.
It's not technically YRF, but I mean,
We'll
it kind of
club, we'll
makes
club.
sense because Jab We Met. I just want to discuss Jab.
YRF is not a production house; it's a genre.
It's a genre, yeah.
It's
So
a
it's, you
genre,
know,
alright?
and Jab We Met would be the gold standard of what
Yeah,
a YRF would do.
yeah.
It subverts certain things. The mother relationship, Shahid Kapoor's mother in that.
Yeah,
And his relationship with her is
yes.
actually amazing.
It's
because
fantastic.
She's left her husband for love,
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
son is spending his whole time healing, trying to just forgive her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think, and it's played by Kiran Seth. I want to say Sushma Seth's daughter. I don't know what her name is. I think her name is Kiran or
Okay.
Dolly.
Okay.
It's one of the
Yeah,
two. I don't know
sure.
which one it
Kiran
is.
or Dolly, two identical names could be
Katie.
either.
I
you
don't know. Shreemayee at some point
Kiran,
would-
Dolly, or Rajesh. Like, three names
And-
that could be one or
Truly progressive.
And really nice because the whole
Yeah,
arc
it's
of him
true.
wanting to forgive his mother is
Yeah.
actually so.
Yeah.
And also just letting her be there as this character that made a strong choice,
Yeah.
essentially, right? And is not villainized by it.
Not
at
at all.
all villainized by it. It's a choice he doesn't understand, but that does not make her the bad person for
Till he falls
making that choice.
irrationally in love.
Because he falls
Exactly.
in love.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Suddenly he's like,
exactly.
oh, damn.
Hota hai,
But-
mom.
And
Which
Kareena
again,
opens that.
typical
Yeah.
male thing. I now understand the female problem because it's happened to me.
Yeah.
Which means now it's a real issue.
Correct.
Now I get it.
But
Right?
yeah, good that Shahid Kapoor got to play it also, considering
100%.
his mum and dad, and like he's got a little
Yeah. There's
complicated
a lot
family
of
history
sort of
happening
this
at
thing.
his back. So it was good for him to play that part.
Yeah.
Probably very cathartic.
Around that sameish time, completely sort of different film that I actually think was the first time, at least in mainstream Bollywood, I remember seeing a complex mother character at the center of a story. Little heavy-handed, but Mahesh Manjrekar's Astitva.
Yeah.
Right?
Discuss
We
this,
discussed
Yeah.
Astitva quite
Oh,
a bit.
okay, you
The two
did.
of us.
Sorry.
No,
Okay,
good,
yeah.
But
good.
we
No,
did it from the
we-
lens of infidelity and
Huh,
like,
okay, no. So even yes, there's infidelity, etc. But again, here's this woman who's basically just the fact that infidelity is the bombshell that sort
Yeah.
of sits at the heart of that,
Yeah.
and there's all of that. But there's that part where she's like, listen, for the last couple of years, I'm your mother. I'm your wife. I'm your what we were talking about. The idea that I am only framed through the lens of your relationships
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not a person. There was an entire period of my life where I was on my own. You were off sort of doing your thing. You didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
You know, your essentially father had made no peace with like his own, like bluntly, impotence.
Yeah.
Right, etc. All
Yeah.
of that. And now here all of you are sort of casually judging me.
Yeah.
And I think in that sense, like the last sort of image of that movie is quite powerful in that she and her son's ex-fiance essentially both sort of walk out together, essentially rejecting a certain kind of cycle
Yeah.
and moving on. Again, very heavy-handed. That movie has issues also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just walking out and sort of being like, you know what? I choose to no longer be defined by, especially also given that I seem to have raised an idiot. And
Married another
essentially
idiot.
that,
Yeah,
and married
yeah.
another idiot, right? Who have
What
at no
happens
point.
to Monish Bell's character in that? I forgot.
He dies. The reason the whole
Okay,
plot
okay,
gets
okay,
triggered
okay,
is because she gets his will, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I fully
Like, yeah.
blanked out. Okay.
So basically, the reason it happens is because his will, which has left a lot of things to her, arrives like while they're
Okay,
having
okay,
a party
got it,
or
got it, got it.
whatever, and then
Got it.
that whole thing happens. So I
Yeah.
thought that was
Yeah.
another interesting one.
Yeah.
A spectrum to notice of
Yes.
motherhood through the eyes of Mr. Anupam Kher
Yes.
is in his directorial Om Jai Jagdish.
Correct.
If you
Favorite.
look at Wahida Rahman to Lilette Dubey,
Yes.
the two in-laws in that,
Very much.
it is the whole gamut of motherhood.
Yes.
That Madonna whole
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
Literally Madonna whore. 100%. Just, I never thought I would say the word Anupam Kher, Om Jai Jagdish, Madonna
Madonna
whore
whore.
in same This is
So
what a
true.
drinking game this
Yeah.
is.
So true though.
Yeah, that is
As
true.
Raju Kher's wife, Lilith Dubey, perfectly reasonable woman, just
Yeah.
wanted a glib, erudite, urban husband.
Yeah.
And just because she wants to eat her parathe is somehow the bitch who's
Yeah, how
raised
dare
a
she?
bitch.
What the
who's-
fuck?
How dare she? Yeah.
Yeah, and on the
Exactly.
other hand, you have, I think, Saraswati Devi.
Yeah.
Yes.
But interesting spectrum to notice that because it's also
Very
the imagination of a male director, right?
Yeah.
And
Correct,
especially
100%.
one like Anupam Kher, where
100%.
with no
And the
judgment, but
moral
some judgment.
signaling is
Some
crazy.
judgment,
Quite a
100%.
bit,
Bro, that's
actually.
full judgment.
And I think in general,
Yeah.
that brings us to a larger problem with Bollywood and movies in general is that a lot of your movies are either written by men from a very male lens, or the other way of looking at it is that a lot of them are written from a younger POV, even if written by older people.
Yeah.
The central conflict is happening to younger people. So the view of parents and mothers especially is very, again, just one-dimensional.
One-dimensional.
And
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
out from the perspective of, you know, my mother's either my idol, like, which is this idea of mere paas maa hai, where again, she's the ultimate bargaining chip.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct,
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Right in Diwar, which is ultimate bargaining chip.
Never
Yeah, yeah,
equal.
yeah.
It's either
No, no,
bottom
no.
up or top down.
Essentially,
Full ownership.
literally
Yeah, yeah,
a bargaining chip between like the morality of the two brothers, like right, where the idea is that
Yeah.
I am superior because she's still with me,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's
Correct,
it.
correct,
That's
correct.
all she sort of
That's
exists
what it
as.
is.
She makes
Yeah,
dal
yeah.
chawal
Right.
for me.
Trump
Right?
card.
Yeah. Or versus then like a Baghban, which is this sort of idea of how can you be so bad
Yeah.
to mama papa
Who are so perfect.
who are so perfect
who
in every
just
way,
wanna
shape, or
smash.
form.
They
Who
just
just,
wanna
who
bang.
just want to
Yeah.
smash.
They just want to, they're like one
Yeah.
month
Can we put
apart,
this?
1 month apart. Oh,
Yeah,
like
can't
they,
do it.
They just
Can't do
come
it.
on,
Like
babe.
it's a miracle that they
Just-
only have
just
3
breathe
children
for me.
somehow.
Breathe for me.
Oh, 5. Sorry, it's a miracle they have only 5.
Kya poodi bana hai?
Like,
Just breathe, breathe,
oh.
woman, breathe.
Oh my god.
That's it. That's the one.
Listen,
Do we like the
that-
word smash more or bang? I want to put this to
Smash,
rest.
of course.
Smash.
With the new age men.
What rings?
She really.
Smash.
I
Smash?
can't.
Okay, I'm not one.
No, I mean,
I feel like bang has like a
no, but bang.
phonetic
I feel like
feeling
I've
to it.
heard. Like, I think no, bang has a phonetic feel to it, but I feel like I've heard bang said by men in
many
more like
people.
shitty contexts.
Oh.
Maternal
Like,
episode,
they just
ladies
wanna
and
bang.
gentlemen.
They just want to
Hey, mothers
bang.
bang.
Good
They
They just
maternal
wanna be
banter.
saying, I just banged her. I just banged her. Whereas
okay, okay.
smash, I
Smash
feel
is
like
casual.
is more. It's
Smash
very
is very
casual.
violent,
Smash or
guys.
pass.
Smash.
Oh, unlike bang, which is just a
Bang
completely
sounds like
gentle
two
thing to do.
forces. Bang, smash means like one person is smashing. Like I feel like it's
No.
not.
Smash is more sporty.
Yeah.
It's more. It's
Okay.
like
Smash
a-
can also
I'll
be
think
2
about
bits
this.
smashing. It doesn't have in the same way that bang can be 2
Okay, I'll
forces.
think about this. I'll think.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
It's more sporty. Hey, smash, man. Hey, good
Okay.
smash, bro.
Smash,
Okay.
bang.
I had one more
Yeah.
thought. completely
Personally, I am a
unimportant.
copulation.
I'm a chod. Like all the elder women in my family watch this. So
Like,
sorry
yes.
to my mother-in-law
Yes.
and mother.
He's a nice guy.
He's
nice
a
guy.
very,
Just-
very,
just
very good
says
guy.
things.
Only for
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah. I
but-
personally prefer Thokam Thok.
That's poetic. That's nice.
Okay, okay.
Huh. But I was
Motherhood.
also thinking another thing in
Yes.
like the representation of motherhood is relationship between mother-son
Yes.
versus mother-daughter.
Correct.
Right? Bollywood shows it differently. Mother-son is more, and I think maybe that's true also. There's more like sense of ownership and possessiveness. So like
Mother-daughter.
Dil Dhadakne Do, for example. She's
Zoya
like,
moms.
Zoya
Zoya
moms.
moms. Zoya moms. Zoya moms are great.
Zoya
Two
moms.
states also. She has a lot of possessive feelings towards Arjun
100%.
Kapoor.
Yeah,
Abhishek
yeah,
Varman
of course.
moms. Abhishek Varman moms. Not seen that many of them.
Chetan Bhagat mom. To be fair.
Chetan Bhagat
Chetan
mom.
Bhagat mom.
Chetan
Mom point
Bhagat.
someone.
Mom.
One night at the mom center. 3 moms
3
of my
moms
life.
of my life. Wow.
Half
These are
mom,
good movies. These are good movies.
half mom friend.
I would watch them over the original ones. But yeah, this and then the representation of like mother-daughter would be, let's say, Kal Ho Na Ho.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Where
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
more
yeah.
conversation. It's not
100%,
ownership, there's
yeah.
more conversation. You all noticed this difference when you all watched? Or did you all relate? Actually, this gets too personal, but did you all relate to the mother-son thing? Because I related to the mother-daughter representation in movies quite a bit.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, in the sense that sometimes I don't, because I feel like what happens in mother-son relationships in movies is that they don't make space for the complexity of the relationships that we have with our own mothers. Right? So that sometimes becomes unrelatable just because you're like, what is going on here? Like, this
Yeah.
is just this constant martyrdom or this
Yeah.
constant, there's not a lot of nuance
Yeah.
that's happening. In fact, like, I feel like one of the few times, at least I find, at least mother-son dynamics relatable, actually is Ratna Pathak Shah moms.
Kapoor.
Same I was going to say.
Oh, Jane
I was
Toya
going to say
Jane
Yeah, see,
Jane
there
Toya
we go.
Jane. I was
Then,
going to say
then,
Jane
and yeah,
Toya.
Jane
I was
Toya
gonna-
Janina and Kapoor and Sons.
Same.
True.
Ratna
So
Pathak
there we
Shah
go.
mom.
There any
Mummy.
shinks watching here right now, both the boys went.
Mummy.
Ratna Pathak
Ratna,
Shah
I was
moms.
just going I was waiting for my turn to bring up Ratna Pathak
Both
Shah.
the boys immediately went, you know, it's the
Yeah,
Ratna
yeah,
Pathak
Ratna
Shah
Mummy.
moms.
not
made
me.
an impact.
It's that ma'am who you call mom
Yeah.
accidentally.
Yeah.
Ratna Pathak mom.
100%, right? Where there's this idea. Again, the thing with in the Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na, this thing is that what I love about the Ratna Pathak Shah mom is that you get the sense that this is a person.
Yeah.
A whole person who also absolutely happens to be there and stands by her son.
Yeah.
But when he's off screen or the movie dealing with him, I get the idea that she very much has her own
Yeah.
internal
Yeah.
life. Like even when they go looking for him, it's her and a friend.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that comes, like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
have their own dynamic, the two of
And
them,
it's her
etc.
network, right?
It's
Like
her
that she's
network of
tapping into.
people,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah,
that she's
Lillet
tapping
Dubey,
into.
directed by Farhan Akhtar, also is similar.
Correct.
Laksh.
Correct.
A Laksh mom.
Mm.
She's going to India International. I would
Yeah.
see that home and I'd be like, hey, I grew
100%.
up there.
Yeah.
I can relate to that
There
home.
we go.
Yeah, yeah.
100%, right?
I only felt that in terms of being relating to it, I thought that the Ratna Pathak mom in Jaane Tu at least wins on two fronts. One, she's in the larger umbrella of where moms with individual personalities.
Yeah.
And also single moms, which we
Yes.
have to get to later.
Always better
Single
than-
moms,
yeah.
but the only thing which made it slightly not like unrelatable was I thought Jay was not entitled at all. I feel like a relationship between a mother and son, especially at 17 or 18, there's certain, or at least personally, I was far more entitled as a son in terms of I was, a little more brash than he was. He was too idealistic. He
I
was too
could-
good a
Because
boy.
he-
But
single
I could,
mother, I
yeah,
feel
I could disagree with the idea that he's been raised by a completely female
Yeah.
hand, which has given him a certain degree of sensitivity.
Exactly.
All right, because there is something to be said for men who are raised like more around women
For sure.
Yeah.
than around men.
Yeah, yeah.
That there will be a slightly more increased sensitivity. I will, and I don't come at me in this thing. I'm not saying that people raised by dads are not sensitive.
You are though.
Etc. I am okay, fine. I am
You
saying that a
are.
little bit, but I'm just
Dangal.
saying that there's a chance that you will have a
Dangal.
little more. Yeah,
Girls
dangal.
raised by men.
Girls raised by men.
और
right there.
गीता पूर्जा पीट
Peter
कर
ये
दे
सब ऐसा।
जस्ट बबीता 5 पॉइंट का दाव मार
Yeah. मैं Kalona हूँ, Shahrukh
Stop,
Khan
stop,
also
you're turning
single
me on.
mother. I think Kalona हूँ, Shahrukh is also single mom.
Right. So there's a
Sensitivity,
certain.
na? There's obviously God complex and all, but sensitivity
Which is also there.
there.
And the other thing that I liked about her is that she's also a fantastic representation of. She's a widow, not completely this thing. She's not living in only the memory of her husband's this thing or whatever.
She's trying to smash.
And 100%. Full on. And also, even the conversations she has with this portrait, etc., whatever, are very like, I've made my peace with the fact
She's
that
like,
you're
"Get
not
out
around.
now." Yeah.
But you know, what the fuck, man? Your family shit is
Yeah.
this sort of.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
satirical, like it's an urban tadka on Hum Panch.
Yes.
That's actually
100%.
happening, right?
100%
Gender
urban
flip.
tadka on Hampach. It's a full flip.
She's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Ashok Saraf is the mom we
correct,
wanted.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. Deep down. We just wanted to be raised by Ashok Saraf.
Best friend in office and while playing
You want
piano.
Ratna Pathak Shah as your mom, and you
as
want
dad and Ashok
Saraf.
Saraf as mom.
Yes.
You don't
that's
make
it.
the rules, Akanksha.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my structure.
Exactly.
Ratna Pathak Shah
That's the
deserves
family I
better.
want.
You
100%.
can't say Ratna Pathak deserves better.
I shouldn't say
Marathi
that.
community will come swinging
Yeah,
at you.
how dare
What do
you?
you all think? But be honest with
What?
yourselves. Ratna Pathak Shah deserves better than him.
Then
Deserve
Ashok
better than
Mr.
Ashok
Yeah.
Saraf. Why?
She has Nasir Saab. Yeah, that's
I create
okay.
situations where
No,
I
one second. What is wrong with
We
Ashok
can
Saraf?
move on.
What
We
we
can
have
move. Go,
this
go.
man who has raised 5 beautiful daughters.
Huh.
All right. What has he done wrong, and
True.
why does she deserve better?
And allowed them to grow with individual fluid sexual identities.
Yes,
and yeah,
exactly.
He was a
I take
woke
it back.
dad
I take it
in
back.
the...
I take it back.
In
Say
fact,
sorry
I
to
will
the
go
camera.
so
I was wrong.
far as to say that it was Modern Family before Modern Family.
That's a little much. Rohan, that's a
Hampach.
little
No,
much.
it is not.
Calm down.
It is not as much. It is not as much as saying Ratna Pathak Shah deserves better than Ashok Saraf. How dare you?
All the modern family.
All right. Like if I would in fact have a
people.
modern family
Yeah.
of being raised by 2 dads, I would want those dads to be Lakshmikant Berde and Ashok Saraf.
Yeah.
I would go as far as to say that.
Yeah.
Put that in your pipe and
I
smoke
would
it,
want
Akanksha.
Vikrant Massey in a double role. One
Okay,
liberal,
good.
one right winger.
I'm lost
Sorry, you
now.
can only get the right winger.
Now I'm lost.
That's this point. From
That's
what I
the
can
times
tell.
we
One
live in.
time turner, one old one.
But we can discuss a little bit more about single mom representations. Can also,
Sure.
But Jaya Bachchan Kalona, of course. Jenny,
Jaya Bachchan
Jenny
Kalona,
baller.
yeah,
Good
100%.
story. Good
Yeah.
story.
Great
Jenny is
yeah.
a baller, yeah.
Yeah.
Who else is a single mom?
Who I'd like, okay.
In the
Who
world,
else?
like in life, I don't
Ma
know,
mom.
there's many.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there
Shout
you
out
go.
to Nina.
Yeah, there
Shout
you
out to
go.
Nina auntie.
There we go.
But I
Yeah,
do
man.
think that movies should show that a little more as like an alternate to a traditional nuclear family.
100%.
Your writers, if you're watching. I feel like that needs to be written more. Single
agree
dad,
with you,
single mom, both.
100%.
Yeah,
No, I agree with you.
What is the last single mom movie that you saw in the theaters?
I'm thinking.
There
Just
hasn't been one.
silence.
There hasn't. No. There'll be like 7 in the comments saying कुछ पता ही नहीं है इन बेवकूफों
yeah,
को.
exactly.
हाँ तो करते क्यों
देखो
हो?
भाई मैं तो गेस्ट हूँ मैं आपका एक्सपर्टीज नहीं है होस्ट ये लोग
Open your nose.
इसके दूसरे कमेंट पे जाके इसके
also-
अगले पॉडकास्ट पे गाली देना.
Oh, no, sorry. This is completely not relevant to. I mean, in a way, it kind of is single moms, but I would like to go to one of first examples of very positive, like strong mom representation that I saw. It's a bit of a reach, but allow me, okay,
Yes.
guys,
After hum up.
guys. No. Around the same time. In fact, a little before it. First mother character that I saw just being a complete badass. Okay. Rekha in Khoon Bhari Maang.
Yes.
Fuck.
All right.
Yes.
Rekha in
Yes.
Khoon Bhari Maang because she is wronged. She is left for dead. She goes through not just trauma of losing her children
Yeah.
to this like complete wretch of a
Cheapo.
man.
Yeah.
She is literally mauled by crocodiles. Okay, which is hardcore. Gave
Mauled
lot
is
of
a strong
trauma.
word.
No, mauled is a good word, dude.
How
I
faith-
remember the color of that water. Okay, I
Ketchup.
remember that dirty brown water and that violent red imagery. I will never forget. The day I'm dying, that is what I will think.
I
of,
was team
okay?
Sonu Walia.
You know what? For a short time there, we all were. Right? Again, Sonu Walia, blameless in this, in my humble
Of course,
opinion.
of
It's all
course.
Kabir Bedi.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was all him.
The
but
movie did justice to her also.
I think so, 100%.
Yeah.
It didn't like paint her as like one.
Yeah.
this
She's
shit.
just in love.
She's just there.
Yeah.
She's just a plot device for
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kabir. But the point is, she goes through this and then she gets back up
As a model.
as a model.
Shot by Shatrughan Sinha.
Shatrughan
as
Yeah,
a family.
Sinha.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So far, only good. You have not said one bad thing so far. Rekha model Shatrughan Sinha. All right. I'm sorry. My 90s brain watching that movie, seeing
Yeah.
Shatrughan Sinha appear magically in second half, as good as watching Govinda and Rajnikant appear in Hum in second half. Okay, out of nowhere.
Hum is the greatest movie ever made in the
100%.
history
It's
of
the only movie that's ever been made where the movie and the sequel are in the same movie.
If there was a
Ever.
highest
That's
story
the
per
only
minute,
movie.
7
100%.
movies in one movie.
Yeah,
There is a mom
100%.
there.
Only per
Let's find a
minute.
mom to discuss in Hum so that we can talk about Hum.
It's just, no. Yeah, but larger point being, she does all of that and she straight up, she's like, I will come back for my kids
Yeah.
in a completely proactive way.
Yeah.
Not in like a weepy this thing
Kismat
way.
mujhe layega type.
100%. She's like,
yeah.
I will take charge of this. And she ends it by completely feeding that wretched man, Kabir Bedi, to the crocodiles
crocodiles.
herself.
Then
and getting
becoming
her
single
children
mom.
back.
Then become
and
single
then
mom.
becoming single mom. All
But can I
right?
also say the kids are such assholes, dude? They don't recognize her. That's
They're
a
too
little
young.
fucked up.
They're too
She
young.
gets
She
a
gets a
bunch
bunch. She gets a
happens.
weird
Little
haircut
dumb.
They're
thing.
too
Yeah.
young. They're
Little
very
dumb.
young, okay?
Little
There's a
dumb.
Little
def-
dumb is fine, but that's because they didn't have a mother to educate them.
There's a
And
definite
Kabir Bedi
stable
was too
bond.
busy trying to smash to spend any
Or
time
bang, as
educating
you would
them.
call it, Akanksha.
Yeah,
So there's
exactly.
no like that Mamta feeling that Jaya Bachchan gets for Shah Rukh. It's not reverse. So what? Like kids don't get that feeling towards their mother.
No, have you
No,
seen
of
the daughter in English English?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Straight
The
up
daughter
bitch.
in English
Yeah.
English?
Yeah.
But
Straight
also
up bitch.
realistic teenager, like realistic young person.
Really
Yeah,
annoying.
in the sense
everyone's a
that-
bitch at that time.
Listen, like you said, what you wanted entitled child, no? Now you got
I
entitled
didn't say,
child.
he said.
You
What
wanted
did I say? I
entitled
never
child.
said. She said Ashok Saraf.
Huh.
You tell her.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you? Okay,
Khoon
but the
bhari
point
maang.
is
Khoon bhari-
entitled.
Same
mom.
Rakesh Roshan mother, right? She's a Rakesh Roshan mom.
Yes.
Correct.
So Rakesh Roshan is you can go to Karan Arjun. Why? Koi mil gaya.
Yeah.
Koi
Come
mil
to
gaya.
Koi mil
Rekha.
gaya. Single
yeah,
mom.
yeah, yeah.
Single mom.
Rekha.
And Rakesh Roshan really wrote her and wrote himself out as the father.
Yeah,
to
100%.
create.
Good mother gives him
Good
born
mother
time.
has a job, works
Yes.
at the bank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Works at the bank. We know that for a fact,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I don't have no idea. But
Comments
yeah, sure.
will correct you if they. if
She's
you don't.
employed.
She needs
She's
somewhere,
employed.
she
She's
needs money.
employed.
She's
Yeah.
employed in a structured, stable job is the important point. EPF is there basically.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
EPF
EPF, job with EPF is
A
there.
job with EPF is there, but the only thing is they never explored
more
the,
vaguely, no?
They didn't love. They didn't explore her
She
love.
has a
gave him
job
food.
and she
She
does
gave-
her bit.
I actually, while talking about Koi Mil Gaya and Rekha, I realized that actually काफी one-dimensional थी.
Of course,
so I was
bro,
trying
she's
to
very
really
light
struggle.
also
I
throughout
was
the
just-
movie. Like one
and they never
representation.
explored her love connection with Jadoo at all. So then
That's just
There
yeah,
was
There was a lot
100%.
of chemistry. There was,
there was
chemistry.
some smashing.
She can have wants.
But I feel like Rekha would have chemistry with anything, no?
What?
Rekha would have chemistry with anybody.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah, like
Rekha,
Jadoo
Rekha
is
is
like-
chemistry.
yeah,
Like she's
oof.
chemistry manifest as a human
Hard
being.
agree, hard
all
agree.
right? Rekha is incapable in any way, shape, or form of being vanilla. I fundamentally
100%.
believe that pretty much every actor and actress that has come out of Bollywood
Yeah.
is capable of being vanilla in some way, shape, or form. Rekha is incapable of it. She is literally the more hardcore part of the periodic table manifest. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And this is true of, she was doing crazy. She wasn't a mom in it, but she could have been my mommy in a movie called Madam X. Okay.
I've not seen
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Madam X is the only time I have seen an accurate, not even, I'm not going to say accurate because I don't know well enough, but it's the only time I've seen a visual representation of BDSM culture in Bollywood. All right. Every outfit Rekha wears in
Latex.
Madam X, she is, you just have to go look up the outfit she wears. And she's so like, she's like this super badass, extra super villain.
Tom Raider type vibe.
Like, no. She is literally like full on dominatrix, villain, super villain, Bond
Madam
villain.
X.
Madam
Sorry.
X.
But wasn't she called Madam X in Khiladiyon Ka Khiladi?
No, that was a callback because their first movie was Madam X, including the amazing tagline that she has where she's like, "Main hu maut ki express, Madam X." My fragile little brain was fried forever. All right.
Oh.
Rekha ma'am, love you. You fundamentally altered my brain and body chemistry with Madam X. I urge everybody to go, and I'm not even being ironic or funny when I say this. Everybody needs to watch Madam X to just see, there's just this very, I could be crazy, but there's just this fully dominatrixy sexuality going on there that is fucking outstanding.
watch.
And which is what I'm
I would
saying.
also watch.
Not mom, but she could be my mommy
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
movie.
That
100.
is
Sorry for that
someone's
aside.
mommy.
This is a
Sorry for
very
that aside.
different
I love that
fact.
the reco for Rekha is Madam X, not Umrao Jan. It's like,
Because everybody has seen Umrao Jan, and that's like in any list you go and see, it'll be in the top 5 movies.
She
But
doesn't get
Madam
enough
X
credit for
is a
this one.
fucking underrated masterpiece. It is a female-led action where they decide that it will be female villain-led by her, and it's amazing.
must watch.
Must watch Madam X.
Mothers in hyper masculine modern day movies that
Do they
exist.
register?
Vanga
No, that's what I'm
movies,
trying to
huh?
figure.
Do they
Like
register?
how? What? Who is the most? Like who registers the least? Who's done mothers the worst?
Maybe I am terrible, but I don't remember the mother in Animal, for example.
There is a mother.
There is a
There's
mother, but I
She's
don't
fuck
remember.
all, yeah, like
It's
there's
always
no-
either the husband or the son is asking her to shut up.
That's what I
Bathroom
don't.
to
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
Type of
Yeah.
energy, right?
Yeah, essentially. That's she doesn't register.
Kabir
at
Singh
all.
has a mother.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But she's more like the just like the supportive, quiet voice of the
So
house.
you
who
don't
doesn't
remember.
talk
So
much.
it's hard to remember any mother in the current crop of cinema.
Can we
that is
name more
being
movies?
made.
What are
Yeah,
these
name movies,
hyper-masculine
no?
ones?
Durandar.
Where no one has family
No,
in that.
where?
Durandar has
Oh,
a
but
mother. the
Akshay
second one.
Khanna's wife gets like she slaps him and also they're showing that at
Enough.
the loss of
There-
her
there
But
child.
it's not mother. That's my husband-wife relationship.
She lost her child. That's the emotion she's evoking.
that's
right?
there,
So,
fair
it's
enough.
the
That's-
mother
that they
taking
both
precedence
lost.
over the wife.
Right-wing
right?
Correct,
staff
correct,
writer
correct,
at
correct.
Vagabomb
I
will
don't
use
mean
that as
it.
piece to
Yes,
write.
yes, 100%.
Actually, it is
100%.
feminist icon moment
Lot of
and
people
Soviet
said that,
tendency.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Great representation in the sense that whatever else is about Rahman Duquette, all right? He and his wife have proper chemistry and they seem to love each other. There's
Yeah.
physical affection going on.
Yeah.
There's full on
Bhabhi
this
ji
thing
ghar par
going
hai,
on. Bro,
Bhabhi ji
full
ghar
on.
par hai.
100%.
There is no.
100% with you on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was
Comedy
thinking of
moms?
two. No, but I was
Quite
thinking of
saucy.
two more. Dharma wala.
Yeah.
So Rani Mukherjee in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai is slightly subverting the idea of a mom because she's like, "Bacche
But
ko
she
bolo."
She's
So
never
she
a mom.
did.
But she's writing to her. Now she's a mother. Even
I'm
if she's
sorry.
dead, right? She's
Virtual
writing
mom?
as a
I
mother.
don't think, one second.
You don't
AI
think she
mother.
wrote it?
One
You
second.
think
No,
Rahul wrote
one
it?
second. I want to talk about this, okay? There is subversion. And there is, before the camera started rolling, you mentioned a phrase called generational trauma. What is more generational trauma than on your 8th birthday, finding a letter from your mom that says, by the way, your dad didn't really love me. He loved this other woman. And it doesn't matter what's going on in her fucking life.
Yeah.
You make sure that your
smashes.
dad smashes.
Smashes.
this one. I don't care what's going on in her life.
Summer camp
You
smash.
make sure this happened. By the way, happy 8th birthday. Bro, that is not a subversion. That is too much character development at
Yeah.
age 8 for this kid to do.
So Rani Mukherjee is not a mother. In that.
Farhan
If you
Akhtar-
die
Rani
before your
Mukherjee,
child
with
is
the greatest of
She's
respect,
not a
in Kuch Kuch
mother.
Hota Hai, she's a plot device.
Yeah.
She's
It
a
would
plot
have been
device.
very cool if they showed Rahul wrote those letters and then he just planted
See,
it.
that's
and
a
all that.
great
That
story.
would have been
No,
so
it'd be
cool.
even cooler if Kajol wrote those letters.
Crazy.
That would be crazy.
It'd be
Kajol
better
only
if
engineered this
Bobby
whole
Deol
thing.
wrote those letters.
Gupta
Salman
King.
Khan wrote those letters.
Monish Bahel wrote those letters.
Farida Chala.
That would be a good story.
That would be a great story.
Gupta
That'd be an
and-
amazing story. And then you actually go back and you find those that you realize it's just blank pieces of paper and nothing was written on them.
Anjali
and
was just
Anjali's
high.
just negotiating.
माँ मैं सोचता हूँ
Spectacular.
अंजलि तुम कितनी बड़ी हो गई होगी अंजलि you big girl go let father smash
You all have rejected my Rani Mukherjee
We have
subversion.
at least
Aggressive
I'll give
way.
another subversion. I'll give
100%
another
aggressive
subversion.
way. Yes.
Jaya Bachchan is a stepmom, but they don't villainize her in K3G.
Yeah.
her
Subversion
mother-in-law
puts
does
Okay.
her
But
mother-in-law
again, she's a stepmom, she's an adoptive mom, which is very different.
Non-biological, I'll correct
Okay,
myself.
fine, fair enough.
Non-biological mother is
But
not
don't
being
different.
great.
villainize her. She really wants the child.
you villainized her by
No,
calling
but
her a
mostly
stepmom
movies show that like if it's non-biological, there's no mamta, na? Like mamta is a natural extension of giving birth. That's
I
basically
mean,
what
I
you're
feel like
taught.
that depends, right? In the sense that it depends on the, like, for example, I feel like in a movie like, so for example, a movie like Masoom, contextualized it with a, but this is not mine, and it reminds me of something
Correct.
like
I don't like
that I don't
Yeah,
like. Like
yeah.
it is a this child is a living reminder of the fact that essentially this
He
thing sort of
smashed.
happened. Yeah, he smashed, right?
that's a erudite
Essentially,
erudite
that he
podcast.
smashed. So there's a, at least there it's contextualized. It's not like, oh, I just don't love this child because it's not my biological child. It's this child is a essentially the Catelyn Stark thing, right? Right, basically
Yeah.
that, bluntly. And then in this particular case, she's the one who really wants the child, while in fact Amitabh is the one who's like, I don't know, because it is only really a child if it comes from my loins, right? Which then becomes the crux of the entire movie. Where he's like, but you are not of my loins. And you're right about that point though, because I thought that was a sort of great point in K3G where you can see, like one of the great things is you can see the toll it takes on their marriage,
Yeah.
him leaving.
Yeah.
Right, you can see them grow distant in that
Yeah.
entire sort of second half of the movie, and then it comes to a head in that beautiful sort of scene where she's like, "Keh diya na."
Good scene.
Yeah, that's a great
Good
scene. That's a great scene
Whole
because it
still
really
today.
brings it all
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of to a head
Yeah.
where she's like, you know what? I have tolerated your
Yeah.
bullshit
Chup.
from day one, but you are crazy if you think that this relationship is okay
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form. Because let's face it, what you did was dog shit.
Yeah.
It didn't redeem him enough
Right?
though.
No, of course
Amitabh.
not. No,
I
no.
would never forgive him. I would never. If you tell your adopted child at any point
100%, yeah,
that you have
that's-
shown me that you're not my blood,
Yeah.
fuck you.
No,
I'm
one
out.
second. There's
And then
definitely.
slap him and all
No,
also
I said no. I would get out. I wouldn't come back
there's
ever.
definitely a
Shut up,
post-credit
Ganesh.
scene where there's some family therapy after that, because
Of
that one thing,
course.
there were definitely more conversations between Shah Rukh and Amitabh over whiskey.
He
about,
gaslights
bro.
him when he
He
comes
was
back.
like,
Yeah,
100%.
He
Yeah,
full on is like,
he's
hey,
like,
तुम गए क्यों?
yeah, exactly. He's like, yeah, brother, what the fuck?
Dude, you adopted. You
He's like,
kicked
मैं
out.
तुम्हारा, मैं
Slaps
बड़ा हूँ,
him, bro.
हम
He's like-
गलतियाँ करते हैं. And I'm like, brother, what?
With a shawl for some
Like,
reason.
yeah, exactly. I'm so cold.
But I will defend.
In the
I will-
temperature controlled Buckingham Palace.
Basically, whenever Amitabh is sad and he needs insecure, he gets cold.
Mohabbatein
Mohabbatein
also he does that.
suddenly he's like, damn, I'm very cold. right?
Sure,
I
no,
killed my
Yeah.
अपनी बेटी को मार दिया मैंने. She wanted to smash.
Just, yeah,
Killed her.
exactly, yeah. Killed her. Killed her for wanting to
That was
smash.
honor killing
And now
only.
she's, 100%.
Mohabbatein is honor killing. movie.
100%.
She killed herself.
And now she's
Yeah.
just this thirsty ghost who died without smashing. It's true.
But she's
just
chilling in
a-
Switzerland and all. Good life.
You know,
as a
you know
ghost.
what?
Not a bad life.
In fact, it's worse. Now imagine you're in Switzerland in this romantic ass place and you can't smash
Yeah.
because you're a
Smash.
ghost.
And you have to watch Uday and Shamita smash
Yeah,
instead all
exactly.
the time. That's all you're
Exactly.
witnessing.
Like 100%. That's horrible.
Any final
While your
moves?
lover, you watch his
Final
psychology.
moves.
You watch his psychologically like completely get wrecked. Why is he carrying dead leaves around? Why? What happened to him? He has a violin case with dead leaves in it.
That
Oh.
movie is insane. Yeah, that movie
Slow.
is insane.
My father is a husk of a man, and my lover carries dead leaves
So
around.
all he wants now
Yeah.
is for kids to smash.
Yeah,
That's
which
all
I
he
think,
wants.
yeah, fair
Hey,
enough.
Kolo,
you
yaar,
know.
15-year-olds bang each other.
Yeah,
That's
They're not 15, but sure.
they're 16. I don't know. The age
they're
is vague.
school,
Dead
right?
Poet
Age is
Society,
vague for
whatever.
sure.
They're in school, dude.
18-ish.
Dead
yeah,
Poet
guys, come
Society का
on.
नाम अपने मुंह से मत ले
Yeah.
मोहब्बत के बारे में बात
Yeah,
करते
I
हुए.
mean,
Please.
they're definitely like they're kind of in that 17, 18
Oh, okay,
space, right?
They're
Which
very
then don't
intense
even
for
get me
that.
started on the fact that she's a widow.
Preeti
Where
Jhangiani?
there's like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like don't even.
Not a single mom. A
Not
single
a mom.
aunt.
I was just trying
There's
to
an
negotiate
aunt.
my-
She's an
Yeah,
aunt.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
an
Mother,
aunt.
then he wouldn't have fallen for. No, that's too much. That's too many complicated layers for Jimmy to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy can't deal with too many
Yeah.
layered
Jimmy
women.
can't-
Jimmy can't
Jimmy
deal
is
with
like,
layered
bro,
women.
yeah,
Layered
yeah,
women.
yeah.
Can't do it.
It's the
Can't
problem.
do it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Sorry.
No.
Pa. guys.
Yeah, Pa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Single mother.
Single mother,
Very
yeah.
complicated.
Yes, correct.
Vidya Balan's absolutely
Ironically
stunning and
named.
brilliant.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But it
That
was
I
more
just
about
wanted
Ma.
to say. I just wanted
While
to
we're on it,
scream,
while
Pa.
we're on it, I will continue my awesome avenging angel streak with Kahani.
Kahani. Almost Ma.
Good. Almost Ma. Good
While
enough.
we're on Vidya Balan and motherhood,
Yes.
Sherni, best
Yes.
take on motherhood because
Correct.
she says straight up, I don't want to be a mother
one.
aggressively to her in-laws.
Good
one. Correct.
I want to live my best life.
Very good.
100%.
Great
Very
representation of
Full
motherhood
on.
by Vidya
Very good,
Balan.
Vidya.
Amazing.
Love you, Vidya.
Love you. Great representation of motherhood. While we're on it, Preeti Zinta, kya kehna?
Kya
Like
kehna?
going, screw
Kya
y'all.
kehna?
How
Yeah.
dare you? Right?
Yeah.
Fine. It's Juno,
She
but
sees
fine.
Krishna,
Juno, but
she
okay,
sees
okay.
Krishna.
Mamik is there.
good. Yeah.
Love you, Mamik.
Don't go cycling on the cliffs.
Yeah, go
Love
to
you.
WTF Warsaw
Okay.
as you
Yeah,
do.
exactly.
I cry while watching Kya Kehna multiple times.
Why?
Why?
You have some-
Sad, bro.
Tell na, tell.
That scene when they're in the railway station and she's very, very, very heavily pregnant,
Yeah.
and then they all come to get her and they're like, "Eh, dil laya hai." It's very sweet.
Yeah, that is very sweet.
It's very sweet.
That is very
you would
sweet.
also cry. Someone
I
like you
won't
would also cry.
Just
I feel
Sam
like we
just
should
wanted to
watch
smash,
it.
man. Sam wanted to smash and without repercussions.
Kank Preeti Zinta also. We should just scream name.
Kank Preeti, good
Kank
mom.
Preeti is great,
Good
great
mom.
mom. Yeah, Kank Preeti,
So
great
accepting
mom.
of that child.
Kank
and-
Preeti, the child and the man child that her
Yeah, fuck.
like fucking husband
Yeah,
is.
fucking
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
mother
Like,
to
yeah.
Ehsas Channa.
Yeah,
She's
Mother
mother
yeah,
to
mother to
mother-
Ehsas Channa, correct? Yes,
Violin
100%.
learning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mother to
Tell,
Ehsas.
throw
And
more
great
names.
mom,
Yeah.
great mom, right?
Okay,
right
so
there.
we, I think, have reached a stage where
Yeah.
we have been told
We've
that we must
exhausted.
wrap up.
We must
So
wrap up, but I have
everyone
more moms.
Okay,
Go!
but quick. Okay,
I have
let's
more
do a-
moms.
quickly
I have
go
more
through all the
moms.
moms.
Okay, one
All
second.
the
We've
Rohan
got
just
also
staring
very
through moms.
quickly. We did Shefali Shah and Dil Dhadakne Do.
Yes.
Oh, great mom.
complex, and great mom, and just great person.
Good crying
Right?
tear scene.
Good crying,
represent.
tears, great. Clearly, so many internal conflicts like
Correct.
wilting under the fact that obviously husband's infidelity, etc. This, that, all
Yeah.
of those things. Ratna Pathak, we talk about Jane To, but dude, Kapoor and Sons.
Yeah.
Like just the idea that sometimes mums and their kids, mums don't always get everything right,
Yeah.
and that sometimes there's a reckoning
Yeah.
that happens with your sort of children as a sort of, especially when things happen in childhood,
Yeah.
and then sometimes as an adult you get to come back, and not
Yeah.
just with mums, with your parents. The fact that you have to sometimes reckon with them
And forgive.
and forgive, and just sort of before forgiving, have it out.
Yeah.
Right, like a certain bloodletting has to happen before
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
forgiveness, right? Like there's that entire third act, that fucking family is shattered, dude.
Oh, man.
Right, from the reckoning that happens at that sort of end of second act reckoning that happens, that family is like legitimately devastated,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I thought like she was great in
Yeah.
that. Again, in terms of like sort of for mainstream, Tiska Chopra in Tare Zameen Par,
Tare Zameen Par.
right? Where this idea of my son is going to boarding school and I'm doing this because I don't know how to deal. I
Yeah.
don't know about dyslexia and this, that, whatever. But deep down, also dealing with the fact that I don't know that I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? On some level, I'm abandoning.
Just
Yeah.
not liberated
Him
enough to
to
have
this.
agency
Also,
on
just
sort
her
of
child.
have that.
uncertainty as like a reality of parenting, right? You
that
don't always
100%.
know what you're
That's
doing.
something that you don't
Yeah.
know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Final mom.
That's it. That's
Who's
it.
your final mom,
I'm
Rohan?
done. That's it. Those are my. I'm
Those
done
are
with
your-
moms, guys.
You're
I'm
done with moms?
I'm done with moms. I don't have any more. I'm done. I'm all out of movie moms.
Rohan's exhausted all the moms on his phone right now.
All the
my
moms.
Now move on to the aunts
All
now.
the- oh shit.
Favorite
Chachi
aunts.
aunt.
Let's
favorite,
do it.
Favorite chachis in the
Let's
house now.
do it.
Next episode, we
Next
get Rohan Joshi to
episode.
discuss
Daddies, we'll discuss
best
daddies.
daddies.
100.
Daddy.
Hey, we can do a daddies episode
I know.
also.
You want to do a
Wait.
daddies episode?
I have much to say
Even I
about
have
the
more to say
relationship
about-
between Ritik and Boman Irani in Laksh.
Oh,
Much to
Shantanu
say
also.
about that
I
relationship.
have a lot to talk. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Much
yeah,
to
yeah.
talk
I
about,
talk a lot about that
Yeah, you do.
relationship actually.
Yes, you
It's
do.
off this podcast to her.
Yes,
Hey,
okay,
listen, like, I'm
listen,
like, what is
I
it?
observed
Just
you.
randomly.
It's 1 o'clock, Shantanu.
Like,
You
yeah,
know,
what are you doing? But you know.
Boman really hurt me.
Yeah, dude.
Yes,
I'm
Boman.
weeping.
Weeping.
God
And on that
forbid.
note, thank you, Rohan Joshi.
Thank you.
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah,
Thank
fantastic. You were a
Very happy to
fantastic
be here,
guest.
yeah. Thank you.
I
Yeah.
want to say,
Too good.
Akanksha, Shantanu, tell us in the comments if you want Rohan to come back and discuss daddies.
Daddies.
Thanks, right, yeah. 100%.
Hey,
Oh, chai.
let's end the episode. Yeah.
Let's
Clap.
do it, yeah.
Let's do it.